Alright, welcome to Crash Bandicoot Warped Developer Time Trials Part 1. This is, of course, the last game in the Insane Trilogy that I need to beat the developers in. At some point later this year, I still need to beat the developers in the PS1 version of this game because it does have developer time trials and it's apparently quite difficult. But the Insane Trilogy version is still going to be quite tough. We've got jet ski levels, flying levels, hate those, they're the worst. Let's start with Toad Village. This is a 39.83 developer time. I don't know what Platinum is, but I'll check afterwards and we'll see. Now, I'm not actually going to be aiming to get amazing times or anything because, you know, same reason why in Crash 2, to be honest. There's sliding, there's jumping, there's hob sliding, which I can't do because I've never practiced it. I just want to beat the developers. Crash 1 is my game for improving times and trying to get really good times. But for this, I'm just going to settle for developer. Oh yeah, go into a death... Oh yeah, okay, just restart. Do I really need an Aku in Toad Village? Probably not. Oh, you know, I didn't even realize, actually. There's another technique that you can use in Warped specifically, and Wrath of Cortex as well, to save a bit of time. And it's going to be useful for achieving developer times, but you can do this for an extra edge on the time, right? The thing is, though, I hate doing it. I absolutely hate doing it, especially when you really want to optimize it by being the furthest away that you possibly can be. Because then you're just aiming for a rough position of where the clock was. I hit the frog, I hit the crates, but not the one I wanted. Like in the Wrath of Cortex, I love those relics, but it has the bazooka, and, you know, I'm sure I could go over here, for example, aim backwards somewhere. No, I actually don't think you can in this. No, but in the Wrath of Cortex, you could do that. You could go all the way over there and then aim back this way and hit the clock, but the clock's gone. Maybe it's a bit more OP in the Wrath of Cortex then, now that I think about it, because that's what you'd be doing in that game. I'm not saying I need to do that for Toad Village, but it's just something that does help. It's a bit of time, you know? Like, I might as well do this, because why not? Yeah, we're gonna hug the walls, like this side. Didn't want to land on it, I just didn't. I wanted to spin through it. But yeah, I'll just be satisfied with developer times. How am I so shit? Also, is it faster to extend the slide and get a small jump? Or a long jump? Well, that was it. That's Platinum, but it's also developer. But then again, it's Toad Village. I'm not surprised. Under pressure. It's the vehicle levels that are going to be harder, I think. And yes, I have limited my monitor's frame rate to 60 FPS. Because for those of you that don't know, what's faster here, by the way? Flipping your feet? Or spinning? I feel like it's both, and not just one. Because the spinning definitely seems faster. That wasn't even a time crate. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, Crash goes faster the more frames you have. The higher your frame rate. So, making it higher than 60 is... You're going to have a much easier time at beating relics, basically. And I think for speedrunning, there's two separate categories. There's 60 FPS, and there's uncapped, and, you know, anything higher. Because, yeah, you're going to have a much, much easier time. The relics are going to be trivial if you're going higher than that. So we're on 60, which is like the bare minimum for developer times. Which is why they're not really intended for console. Wow, that was another developer time, and that was shit. I think I missed crates. I hit every possible obstacle that I could. I'm not against blitzing through these, if I can, because I've got to come back to it for the PS1 version of the game. Oh god. Orient Express. This is where it's going to get tough. I mean, I was raging trying to beat this in... Did I just... Okay. I was raging trying to beat this in the... To beat the Platinum in the PS1 game. Although I was on PAL, I'm not going to be able to use PAL when I do that. Should we just miss, like, every crate? I'm not going to be able to use PAL because of the refresh rate. We're going to have to go NTSC for that. Cool. Gone too early. It's fine. I only missed the box. No, I missed the box and an Aku, I think. We're going up. No, we're not. Missed a crate. And the developer already finished the level. We're gonna have to miss no crates here. Hold sprint. Missed no crates, hopefully. I already have, though. Why are you jumping so high? Does that save time going over that barrel? I don't know. That's a nasty... Okay. This is why these levels are tough. Because you don't want to hold off sprint for no reason. There we go. Okay, this is good. There we go. I want to get the Aku, but man, I feel like I'll miss the box. We get one here too. Maybe it's not necessary for this level. Okay. Missed the most important crate up there. But otherwise, this has been good. Jump over that. We're going underneath here. Nice. Okay, well that would have been dev time. If I picked up the 3 crate, that would have been it. Probably. I hope so, at least. There's not much more I can do outside of movement optimization. Oh, come on. That's gotta be slow. I'm doing like the biggest jump ever just to avoid going around. Like, come on. Okay, we're not doing that anymore. No, we're not doing it. Let's check the clock. 392 without going over the barrel. Ooh. The game has given me an Aku because I've missed the clock that many times. 381. Okay, it is actually quicker to go over the barrel, so I'll keep doing that. Which means it's probably quicker to go over this one too, but this one kills me more often, so I'm not doing it. Okay, we got the... Okay, that was the first time I've gotten the crate. Don't fumble the run. And you go over the thing, man. Oh. Straight down. Wait, I didn't mean to quit. Damn it. That was so bad that I actually ended up quitting entirely. Well, that ain't it, because I missed the 1 box. Unfortunate, otherwise, because this is... God damn, that's pretty tough. That's pretty damn tough. That was platinum, I think, but... I don't want platinum. Not anymore. At one point, it was good for me, but not anymore. That's the worst part of the level. That's the worst part. You either get one, or you get the other, or you go straight down the middle. That is the most common thing that I'm running into right now. Why are we doing the longest jump imaginable? How is that faster? 379? Wasted. Wasted a 379. This is pissing me off now. I'm missing bot. Like, this is the only reason why it's hard. That's the only reason why I'm struggling right now. I can't pick up all the boxes. How do you miss both? This is what I don't understand. I know what's happening. It's because most of the time you won't hit the 3 crate. So you start going right early next time. So then you end up getting the 3 crate but not the 1 crate. Then you, next time, hold left a little more. Then go right. But then you don't get the 1 crate or the 3 crate. There we go, we got both. Okay, let's do this. Remember, jump early so that we can land underneath the next thing. Okay. This might not even be it. Oh my god, please, I'm not gonna look. That's it. That's somehow it. Not by much, okay? Not by much. I'm trying to beat a 1206. I got 1202, but a 1202 is faster than a 1206, so I'm gonna move on. Oh, these levels are gonna be a pain in the ass in the PS1 game. Like I said, I remember struggling a lot more than this to get platinum. But again, that was PAL. I'm not going to be playing PAL because I can't. Or maybe you can, but it might just be really, really, like, horrifically hard to beat. That no one does it. Alright, Boneyard. Then we have another vehicle level. I need to remember to extend my slides. Because that's one thing I'm not... Ow. That's one thing I'm not used to doing. I think okay, well, this is the problem with sliding when you don't know what's in front of you. You're gonna get that for me, right? Yes. Okay. Oh. No, I landed on it. I don't like landing on TNTs. Or anything, actually. It just gives you a bounce that slows you down. This is why you don't bounce on things. I'll keep going. If I can get a developer time with a belly flop, that would be hilarious. What am I trying to be? A 114? Unless there's 1,000 crates in front. This ain't it, Chief. You'll get that for me, right? Where's the lava? There. Yeah, sliding into that log actually saved me there. We got the developer time with the belly flop. Amazing. Seems like the only difficult levels are going to be the vehicle levels. And that was expected. Making waves. This one had a crazy, ridiculous platinum time. I don't know what in fact, I can check real quick how much time developer saves upon the platinum. It's 1.18 seconds faster. So it's just over a second faster than the platinum, which makes me think it's not going to be too bad. Was this crate worth getting, or was it just worth cutting the corner? I don't... Because that's the thing with these levels. You are going to have to make sacrifices with certain crates. Some of them are not worth going. Like here, for example. Okay, I didn't mean to hit you. But I'm pretty sure that one crate that I skipped is not worth going all the way around for when you can just hug the wall and save a second that way. I thought I'd make that. Like, I could go straight to the ramp, but do need to line myself up with that crate on the ramp. So maybe it's still worth going out of the way for. You are in the worst possible location, my friend. So far, so good. In fact, we're at the end of the level, right? Yeah, we are. I don't know if this will be it. I mean, it's been clean. I'm not going to say I've done anything particularly wrong in this run. Oh my god, we are like right there. That was it. Barely. It was another very, very close one, but it was it. It was a good run, though. I didn't feel like I did anything slow, to be honest. But that is the first warp room down. As we can see, I have 5 platinum relics. I do have... What I did was I split my save files. So, as you can see, if I get rid of my face cam, we are at 67%. Because this is the point where you need to go and collect relics. And so I went and continued that, 100%ed it. And then I kept this file just for a fresh relic save file. But yeah, that is going to be it for part 1. I think I'll do 1 warp room per video again, just to make it nice and even. That makes my brain satisfied doing it that way. But then, like, for example, in a warp room that has a bonus level, like Hot Cocoa, for example, I'll get that level done as part of that warp room. And let's not forget we have future tents as well. I'm gonna have to do that too. But overall, these are not too bad. The only problem is in the next warp room, we go over here, we have Hog Ride. This level's developer time is faster than the current world record. So I'm probably not going to be beating that one. There's only one way of actually beating this, and it's by getting a glitch that skips you to the end of the level. And recreating that glitch is not something that anyone has been able to accomplish, so probably not going to be able to do that. Might try it. It'd be hilarious if I could actually beat it by doing that, but yeah, I don't think it'll happen. That being said, thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Definitely subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you all in part 2.